Today we'll be looking at how emailbuilder.in works. But before that, what exactly is emailbuilder.in? Emailbuilder.in is a free drag-and-drop editor for developing HTML emails. It is designed for fast, production-ready email creation with clean, table-based layouts, unlimited HTML exports, and JSON import and export functionality to save and resume your work without logging in. It is built to support reliable rendering across all major email clients. Let's dive into the demo. You can go directly to the editor by clicking the Start Blank button. This is what the editor looks like. It follows a familiar drag-and-drop layout. On the left, we have the sidebar with all the available elements. In the center is the canvas, where the HTML email takes shape. On the right, we have styling options that can be applied globally or to individual elements. The right panel also includes brand guidelines, where you can define your brand colors, fonts, and other styles in advance. This means you don't need to update the same styles every time you add a new element to the canvas. You can also save these brand guidelines in JSON format and import them later to resume your work. They are automatically included in the export package as well. At the top, we have the action bar, where you can name your project or template, add optional preview text, and access several action buttons on the right. We'll see what each of them does during the demo. Let's start creating an emailer. Here we have some sample content that we'll use for this demo. We'll start by naming the template and add the preview text as well. Let's begin by adding a section, which will act as the main container for all the content. Now, inside this section, we'll add the content elements one by one. Starting with the heading element, we'll update the content and adjust its styles. Next, we'll add a text element, update its content, and edit its styles. Just doing some text alignments. Adding spacings. Updating font sizes. Let's add a hero image. For the image, we can either upload a file or provide an image URL. We'll use the URL option. Make sure you also update the alt text. Now, let's complete the hero section with the remaining content.
When adding a button, you can choose the button type based on your requirement. For this section, we can use a section with columns. Here, we have some of the most commonly used grid structures to choose from. Let's go with a 4x8 layout. We'll continue adding the content. We also have the option to duplicate content when we want to reuse an element or section. Since we've duplicated the rows, let's update the content for the remaining sections. We can now see the HTML email taking shape in no time. By clicking the preview button in the action bar, we can see the actual HTML email being generated. We'll continue adding the remaining content. In the footer, we need to add 2 links within a single text element: unsubscribe and privacy policy. We'll use a regular text element. Select the required text and click Add Link in the top right corner. The Add Link option also provides different link types, similar to the button element. This converts only the selected text into a link, allowing us to add multiple links within a single text element. And we're done. Let's go to preview mode for a final glance and check whether anything else needs to be edited. You can also preview the created HTML in tablet and mobile views to check how the layout responds across different screen sizes. You can also check the dark mode version of the HTML. However, please note that this is only a simulation and not an actual email client preview, so dark mode rendering may vary across different email clients. When you're ready to export, you can get the HTML in 2 ways, using the HTML code option or export. The HTML code option provides a quick way to view and copy only the generated HTML. The export option downloads the complete package, including the HTML, images, and JSON file. You can use this JSON file later to resume the project by clicking Import Project JSON. And that's how emailbuilder.in helps you create, preview, and export production-ready HTML emails. Hit Create and start building.